December of 2016. We had just finished the toy drive for the Children Fest, and we were in the process of getting those toys out. We were in Pomona at an event that we did every year, and some of these events are tough. You see some things, that are hard to process. You meet some people that are truly amazing, and it puts you in a weird headspace. But this was a good event. There was a lot of really beautiful things happening that day, and I got a call from somebody I don't often get calls from. And so I knew it was important, and I stepped outside and I took it. The call was that somebody that's very, very important to me, someone that I love very, very much, was in the hospital. And that they had tried to commit suicide. I heard it and I responded, but I was not processing it at all. It took me months to even get to a place where I was starting to unpack it a little bit. And the feeling that kept coming up was this enormous sense of guilt and responsibility. But I just couldn't shake it. I spent quite a bit of time trying to make up for this guilt that I felt, not being present enough, not being available enough to see the warning signs. The next couple years, I did a lot of writing about this particular situation because it didn't, unfortunately, it didn't end there. It continued. It was sort of a reoccurring wound that kept opening up over and over again. It put me in a really bad place mentally, probably the worst place I've ever been. I had these opportunities to heal it the correct way and process it the way that it should have been processed, and I never really got there until very recently. Two years later, I found out I was going to be a dad. It was like someone woke me up out of a really bad dream. Up until that moment, I felt like I'd kind of been floating. And I'd been writing and, trying to get to a place where I didn't feel so fucking guilty. But that news, it changed my life. It gave me a whole new perspective on the things that I could control and the things that I couldn't. It was a situation I had control over. How present I would be for my son, and what kind of baggage I would bring into his life, and I knew that he deserved better than that. This song ultimately was about me and my response to the situation, and the feelings of guilt and the anxiety that came with that, the depression that came with that, and how normal that is. And I hope that other people hear that in the record and find that for themselves.
Yeah.